What's up, guys? Mystic Zach here, joined by former Pro Bowl tight end, current Miami Dolphin, Mr. Darren Waller. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I'm doing great. Recently retired, unretired, rapper. What's going on, man?
A lot's going on, but I'm just enjoying life, man. I feel like any moment I feel like I know exactly where I need to be. I feel like God's got something different in the cards, so it definitely keeps me on my toes. But I'm grateful to be back in the game. I'm just grateful to be alive, for real.
Yeah. Obviously a process to get back into football shape. When you were in your brief retirement stint, were you living like a rapper lifestyle, or were you still living like a professional athlete?
I mean, I'm waking up 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, going on walks, meditating. Definitely not the rapper lifestyle.
So typically not a typical rapper.
No, but I definitely stay in shape a lot. I built a gym in one of my garages at my house, so staying in that. I actually trained and did this competition called High Rocks, which is pretty crazy. It's like 5 miles of running and all these other crazy strength exercises. So I was training for that. I got a lot of friends that are fit too, so I was definitely still kind of living an athlete lifestyle. A lot of people were like, damn, you look like you might be in better shape than you were when you were playing. So I don't know, I just get a lot of benefits mentally, physically, emotionally from working out.
How was the High Rocks competition?
It was a grind, man. It was a grind. I'd never run that far in my life. So just doing that running on top of sled pushes, it's like burpee broad jumps, sandbag lunges, like all these different crazy. It's one of the craziest things I've ever been a part of. Maybe 2 or 3 games where I was more sore than that competition.
You jump back into the league. You're on the Miami Dolphins. There's a lot of temptation here, but a lot of fun as well. Great weather. Summer heat. How was that?
The heat is pretty wicked, man. I'm not going to lie to you. I grew up in Georgia, so I'm kind of used to the humidity, but then now I've been in Vegas and like West Coast, from Bay Area to Vegas for the last 5 years, 7 years. And so you get kind of used to more drier climate. So coming back here, I already sweat like a greased pig. So it's definitely been an adjustment getting used to the summer heat out here. But yeah, as far as the temptation and everything is concerned, I lived in Vegas too. I don't know if there's a city more tempting than Vegas.
Yeah.
The temptation is not something I'm too worried about.
What brought you back to the league? Is there a chip on your shoulder? Is it something for you? Is it for your family, your fans? What is it?
I honestly think it's for me, and because I don't think most people know this. Most of my life, I had this, I'll call it like an inner wrestling match with football. It's like I always loved the game. Like the youngest inner child version of me loves football to death, and I want to honor that. And then there's also this part of me that hated the fact that a lot of times I feel like me being validated by people came from me being good at football. So I hated it because of that. There's always this going back and forth. And then there's, these injury issues that I dealt with a lot over the last few years of playing after kind of getting my game to a certain level where I thought I'm about to take off, and these injuries are cutting me down. So it's just a lot of things at play where I'm just like I don't even know if I really want to keep doing this. And so me stepping away and focusing on myself, asking myself a lot of, just life questions, allowed an organic opportunity for me to step back in and see it as an opportunity to, just be more balanced in it and appreciate the journey, appreciate what football's done for me and given me, and just enjoy and have a better ending to my chapter, I think it deserved a better ending than it had.
Yeah. You spoke about your inner child. When you're not playing, are you watching a lot of football?
For a lot of stretches, no. But since I've kind of gotten back in, like I am watching a decent amount. And it's just kind of like reconnecting with that, just like that pure joy of it. Like, like this is something that I loved, and I've loved a lot over my life. So I'm getting a new relationship with watching football. It's hard for me to sit there and watch an entire game, but if we got like last night, I watched the first half of the Monday night game. Yeah. Watched, I think, 2 quarters and change of the Bills and Ravens game. Then I'll go back and watch the extended highlights of what I missed, So it's cool. It's because for a while, if I wasn't watching film, I'm like, I'm not watching no football. But now it's like, it's just a different perspective on it.
Yeah, former Raven. What was your impression on that Bills-Ravens game? Obviously, 2 of the highest-powered teams in the league.
You'd bound to get an instant classic from them two, Because I went to bed right after, I think it was like Zay Flowers made a couple monster plays, and I think they were up 14-15, and I was like, it's probably over with. I hear guys talking in the locker room the next day, like, man, Josh Allen, I'm like, there's no way they win that game. So it's cool to see, football goes down to the wire. And we were just talking, before we got on the set about how, you think if things don't start off the best, who knows how your season may go, but it's just 1 week. It's just one play. It's just one quarter, because Buffalo's down 15 with 4 minutes left.
Yeah.
There's so much life in that. That's why I appreciate the game of football. There's so much just life in it. So to see the Bills come back and just the way that both teams played, that's what anybody could ask for.
Yeah, definitely a lot of life. And you can't overreact to week one.
No way.
No way.
Can't.
I mean, they extended the schedule. There's an extra game now. But, 16 more games to go. You can't. Have you had that before on a season where it didn't start the way you anticipated and then it really picked up?
Yeah, I've been on both. I've been on teams where it was like out the gate, but then it picks up. But I've been on some teams where it's like been 4-0, been 6-2, 7-2, and lost the 6 of the last 8 or something like that. So, yeah, you can't make too much out of the beginning because certain things that go wrong, you never know how a team's going to grow. You never know how a team's going to improve, going to change, address things, make adjustments. Some teams may get hot out the gate and just kind of kick their feet up thinking it's going to be a coast. But every team has such good players on it, bro. Like, you can look at whoever people think is the worst team in the league. Like, we go into the game like, nah, bro, they have so-and-so at defensive end, so-and-so at linebacker, so-and-so at corner.
Yeah.
Like, we have to beat them. I think it's at least 75% of games are one-score games. So that shows you the level of competition. So you can't get too high, can't get too down in this league, man. There's always going to be ups and downs.
So if the talent is so close together, would you say the game is more mental rather than physical?
100%, man. There's so many guys that you look at, even like you see a lot of guys go to training camp and they might get cut or they're on practice squads and they never really get an opportunity. There are so many talented guys that have never really gotten an opportunity to showcase their skills mainly because of the mental aspect of the game, taking what you learn, the plays, and applying it to a game that's just growing faster and faster and faster because defenses are doing so many disguise things, the personnel groupings they got out there, blitzes picking up stunts for the offensive line. Like, there's so many things happening so fast. You got to be detailed in your assignments. And a lot of these guys, like, the mental processing of the game is so difficult. So, yeah, it's a huge part because everybody's physically talented, everybody's strong, everybody can deadlift 500 pounds, can run a 4. Defensive tackles are running like 18 miles per hour now. So everybody's physically gifted, but like who's really taking it there mentally is what separates people.
We see that time and time again where someone physically gifted tears up the combine, enters the league, and they don't make that impact they were expected to. Have you been a part of a team where rookie came in, had high expectations, and you could kind of tell quickly, like, going to get rocky?
Not necessarily rocky, but you just see like there's nothing that's really guaranteed about the league per se. Like my rookie year as a receiver, Brashad Perryman, he was one of the top receivers in the draft, first round pick.
4.2.
Yeah, and injuries early on, and just like trying to find himself in all this amidst all the first round pressure, he ends up turning into a really good receiver. He had really good contributor with the Jets, the Bucks, Cleveland, like. And just like real dope guy, and to stay that resilient through those injuries and through like people throwing whatever their words at you, shitting on you because you're a first round pick and you didn't amount to what their standards were. It's difficult, man. Like even like my boy like Cleveland Farrell, that was with the Raiders. Like, I feel like there's so many unfair expectations put on him, and it's like okay, that comes with being like the 4th pick in the draft, but it's like he didn't ask for that. He's trying to do the best he can with his career, and it's like. You know, he's gone different places, gone to Cleveland, now in Washington, not Cleveland, San Francisco and Washington, like being a part of good cultures and is a big contributor there. So it's you can't guarantee success from anyone. Like you look at me, like I'm a 6th round pick. I had character red flags all over the place coming out of college. Nobody expected my career to become what it was. So everybody that says they're an expert on how people are going to turn out are really just guessing at the end of the day.
How was playing with the Raiders under Chucky?
Best football memories of my life, man. He just brings such a fresh enthusiasm and passion for football. He's just like, you know, damn near unhinged, but like in the best way you could possibly say, you know. And he stuck his neck out for me. Like those guys, they signed me off of seeing me work out and gave me an opportunity to come in and earn a starting position and turn my career around. Nobody was willing to do that at the time, and he did it and encouraged me along the way, encouraged a lot of guys, helped a lot of guys turn their careers around. But yeah, just every offensive meeting that we had was like a Netflix stand-up special too. Like he's just in there cracking jokes. Just his personality is one of one. So yeah, best times playing football with John Gruden, 100%.
What are his playbook and concepts?
Yeah, man, it's a thick book. No, it's like you come in Wednesday. They're installing things as a team. You're gonna have 70 pages at least of pass install. It's gonna be all the different menus, formations, no huddle. One-word plays, And then you get into the run game after that, and the run game install is going to be all these different pages because there's personnel groupings. You're running them with 3 wide receivers. You're doing runs with 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, whatever. You can make so many different groupings out of them. So he challenged me to line up in so many different places. And that's something I learned from Julio Jones. Is one of my favorite players to watch. Is like you watch him play, he's not just lining up to the left outside the numbers. He's lining up in every possible position, but that allows for a defense to not know where you're at and to get you more opportunities. And he challenged me to accept that, and that's what helped take my game to another level.
Yeah, you're seeing that more and more with the young offensive minds where they're not just the X or the Z, but they're splitting them to the slot or they get a free release or they're giving them end arounds. They're finding ways to get them involved.
Yeah, you have to, because defenses are much more complex now, and they have different ways that they can try to take guys out of the game as best as possible. So the more you move guys around, and if you know like the subtleties and the details of how to run routes from different positions, you're a guy like even being around like Tay Adams and guys like that. Like, Tyreek Hill now, it's like these guys have such an understanding for the game to where it's like they can't just play man-to-man. And when you move them around and say they're at the number 3, usually where a tight end would line up, they're going to be running off linebackers in zones and safeties in zones. So that's creating mismatches too. So the more you can understand and absorb the entire game and challenge yourself to do more things you haven't tried before, you're just making yourself that much more of a threat.
How has all that speed been to witness in practice with Tyreek, Waddle, A-Chain, everyone?
Unbelievable. Even guys that you probably don't even know. Like those 3 are like aliens for sure, but it's like so many guys running around. Like I said, like defensive tackles running 18 miles per hour. Kenneth Grant, defensive tackle first round. He was running a running back down and he clocked like 18 miles per hour. This dude's like 320. And we got his corner Ethan Bonner who's putting numbers up. He hit like 23 one day in practice running a running back down from the opposite side of the field, and it looked like he was barely running. So the speed is serious, and they make competitions out of it. They see like who the top speeds of the day and things like that. So it's really really cool to see guys. But yeah, it's easily the fastest team I've ever been on, like no question.
So you guys are getting your miles per hour tracked in practice.
Yeah, because I think it's important to to see like competitive wise, but at the same time, most guys will tell you like strength staffs, performance coaches, they want you to hit at that top speed or close to it at least like once during practice, so that you can like your body remembers like, okay, this is what I do, as opposed to like you're not really doing that in practice and you go out in the game. That's when you can deal with some hamstrings, deal with any type of thing, stuff like that. But yeah, I think Coach McDaniel does a great job just like pushing guys, encouraging guys to really practice hard, really run hard, and that's going to give defenses fits on Sundays.
Obviously, you're excited to get back on the field. Is there a certain team or player you're excited to go against?
Man, really, I think just the whole league, because it's so new now. Like I'm the oldest guy on the team, so it's like a lot of guys that were in the league.
You're not that old.
Yeah, no, right. So like when I was in the like prime of my career and like early on, like not too many guys are left. So it's like a new crop of like really talented young dudes, defensive players that you can look at really any team and see. But yeah, definitely looking forward to. I always look forward to Baltimore and like that matchup because of my first team and everything. But you see the talent, like they got like Kyle Hamilton on that team.
Yeah.
Marlon Humphrey's still out there. They drafted Malachi Starks. Like so many talented, versatile guys. Like playing against guys of that talent are the matchups you look forward to because it brings the best out of yourself too.
You see Ramsey's hit to seal the game?
I did see that. Yeah, it's good to see him in a new environment, just like having that impact on that team and just showing people he can still play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When guys are from a similar era to you and they're still showing out, does that make you feel better?
Yeah, definitely. Because I remember playing against Ramsey in college and like ACC championship games, and to see him still like going to a new team, still providing value, still all things you hear from that camp, they see him as a leader and contributing in a lot of positive ways. So yeah. It's such a blessing. Like the average career is 3 years. I think the average tight end is 2.8 years. I'm going into year 9. Like, I got to appreciate this thing while I can and being able to contribute because it really is a gift.
What do you make of Travis Kelce's durability and longevity and ability to continue to do this year in, year out, not even through the regular season, but obviously the playoffs as well?
Yeah, that's the thing. When their seasons are so long, like you look at, 17 regular season games now. It's always 16. Them dudes have been guaranteed 19 games.
Yeah, exactly.
Playing into February every single year, and to still be able to do that year in, year out, doing it when Tyreek Hill was there, doing it when a guy like Tyreek Hill is not there, still being the focal point of the offense. It's just like it's incredible to see, man. The skill set that he brings to the position, and just like the understanding, like he has the green light to literally do whatever he wants. But it's not just because it's he's earned that, right? Like just from what the feel he has for the game, the things that he sees out there, it's just moving in slow motion for him. And yeah, it's really cool to see.
Who are some of the guys that you're studying on tape to kind of improve your game?
I've always been a guy. I've always watched like tight ends and like big receivers. So like some of my big receivers, like even back in like 2019, like it was AJ Brown was really coming on the scene with the Titans. Julio Jones, Brandon Marshall from back in the day, like guys like that.
Yeah.
And then you go tight ends. It's Kelsey. It's Mark Andrews is one of them guys. Anybody really playing tight end is just such a. Jimmy Graham was one of the big guys for me. I got a guy, John Embry's my tight end coach now. He's coached George, so watch George. He coached Tony Gonzalez when he was with the Chiefs. So it's like, guys like that. There's so many guys to take from.
Yeah, your former team, the Raiders, they got this guy, Brock Bowers.
Different,
right?
Not anything.
Has there ever been a tight end like him?
Not coming in fresh out of college, catching 112 passes or something like that. It's not normal, but I love it. I just love the way he goes about the game. He's one of those guys like we talked about. He's not getting too high, not getting too low. Like very like calm demeanor. But that dude is just out there. Anything thrown his way, he's making something happen. So I love to see it.
If Bowers continues that, could you see him going down as one of the all-time greats?
Absolutely, yeah. If you're looking at trajectory, I mean, things happen in this league, but yeah, always praying for guys to be healthy, sustain their careers, be in a good place mentally, physically. But yeah, I mean, he's got everything. I mean, it's already like you come in 112 off the gate like that, and it looks like he's still from week one, like he's still going to keep taking it to a whole new level, man. Yeah, I wish all the success in the world for that kid.
Yeah, he can block, line up out of the backfield. He's a problem.
Who's some of your favorite players in the league?
My favorite players in the league? Only you.
Come on, bro. That's going to change as soon as I walk out the door, man.
No. The Cheetah, of course, your teammate. I got to sit down with him. Really cool dude. Like, been my favorite since. I loved him at Oklahoma State. They would line him up out of the backfield. He was blazing. He fell to the fifth. I was like, oh, my God. That's not fair. That is not fair. I love seeing the Ramsey hit. I love seeing Aaron Rodgers toss 4. That was special, for sure. Especially like year 20, still doing it.
Amazing to see. You might as well cherish the greatness while it's right in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been great sitting down with you. Do you have any kind of message for the people at home that are watching this?
A lot of things that I've had to work through and grow through, and didn't feel like I was really being somebody that was, just reflective of who I was down deepest at my core. So wherever you may be at in life, man, just keep going, man. Keep challenging yourself. Keep trying to grow, man. You're worthy of love, all that, man. I could sit here for days, but just know that I'm praying for you. We think highly of y'all on this show. Appreciate y'all checking my boy out and everything. And, man, just keep taking care of yourself.